Hello, hello, I'm Purification, and this is Astrea, the six-sided oracles. So this might be a little bit different than what I usually play on my channel, but this is definitely like my most anticipated roguelike of the year. I tried the demo out like half a year ago or something, and I really enjoyed it. So the short description of this game is that it's kind of like Slay the Spire, but with dice instead. So it's a deck builder where you pick up dice and then you roll them and play them in fights. But I think the easiest way to explain this game is to actually start playing it. So I have unlocked the second character, Celarius, and oh, sorry about that. He plays a lot with self-damage, so he's damaging himself to deal a lot more damage to the opponents. But yeah, hopefully this will be somewhat entertaining to you as well. I feel like I'm mostly playing this for my own sake, but I will try to make this entertaining. Alright, so welcome to the fights. This is like the view where most of this game will take place in. So for down here we have our health bar, and this is the health bar of the enemies over here, so they have 18 health. We have a health bar of 7, and then we have 3 extra lives, so whenever it gets emptied we lose 1 extra life. If all of our healths are out, it's game over. Okay, so hopefully we should be able to win before this. Oh, sorry about that, I have a bit of a cough. Alright, so this is our hand, and they consist of dice we draw from our draw pool. And as you can see, there's a 6-sided dice, all of this. Our enemy is also rolling a die, and their current action is to corrupt. So the basic resources, or attack and defense stats I should say, is this is purify, so this heals us and damages opponents. Oh, and this is corruption, which damages us but heals our opponents. So we want to amass as much purify as possible without taking a lot of corruption damage. So they will deal 3 damage to us when they get to take their turn. Down here is our abilities. We have one ability which will deal 2 purification to everyone in the battle, so we will actually heal us, which seems quite nice. So we have some additional abilities down here. If we want to use them, we actually need to reduce our health below or to these thresholds. So I'm thinking that we start out by just throwing 5 purification at them and take 3 on our own. They got thorns, so whenever we purify them, we will also receive some corruption. Well. Okay, do we want to reload this? I think it's pretty much fine. Alright, so this is a reroll, so we can select some dice we want to reroll. I think we do it like this. Okay, 1. Okay, so we should be careful now to not get hit down too low. Okay, so now we actually get our strongest one, which deals 3 purification 2 times. However, we're running a little bit low on health right now. Yeah, Thorns is really difficult for us since we have so much things that will actually damage us. Okay, so if we use this, we will actually lose 2 health, and then they will deal 3 damage to us. So I think, unfortunately, we're gonna have to end the turn. Alright, let's see here. They got another 3. Alright, that's fine. Okay, we should be able to finish this now. So we could add this to ourselves. So the shield protects us from 1 corruption. So now we should be able to hit them twice without taking much damage, and then finish it off with 2 extra damage. Or purification, I should say. And when their corruption meter is empty, we purify them and save them. Alright, so after battle we get to improve our deck of dice. So we start out with 8 of these dice, which are marked with starter dice, I should say. And so after battles, we get to pick new dice. Okay, so there's safe dice, which always have good sides. We have balanced, which has a few bad sides, but mostly good. And then we have the risky ones, which has mostly bad sides and some good ones. But they're really good instead to compensate, of course. This one is really scary, because if we roll this side and can't re-roll it, we will immediately lose 1 health or 1 of our heart, which is bad. We will get some back after some of the stages we clear, but this could be dangerous. Okay, so we deal 2 times the number of times we take corruption if you take one of these. Wave is a way to we can stack up wave on the enemies, and when they're defeated, everybody in the fight will receive that much purification. There are also some dice we can utilize wave to trigger some cool special abilities. Ignore doom. Huh. Okay, so we can use this to decrease the negative effects of our dice to 1, which seems really nice. I'm gonna go with this one first of all. Let's see what we get for the second one. Right, here is one of the wave combo dice things. So if the enemy has wave, we can deal half of it as purification, and then decrease the wave by 2. So it's one way to actually get the payoff, but we don't have any wave right now. Here's a way to draw. We get to draw a die, but we deal a lot of damage to ourselves. And here we go. Let's see, Indigo Soul. Prevention next heart loss until the end of enemy's turn. Fully fills your corruption meter. If this effect is triggered, fully fills your corruption meter with purification and refresh your virtues. Okay, so this is actually, if we lose a heart, instead we gain full health, or our meter refills, and we also get to use all of our virtues, which is our special abilities. So maybe we will go with this one then. Alright, so that was the first battle. So now we get some extra star shards, which are the money in the game, so we have 200 right now. And then it's another battle. Alright. So hopefully this is starting to make a bit more sense to you guys now. Let's see here. I think this is our risky die. Yep. And this is just 3 corruption. We can throw corruption on our opponents as well. They have a corruption meter down here. And if it fills up, it will do the action which is depicted here, which is deal 2 damage to us. So we can take less damage by just giving them corruption instead. They have outbreak here, so when they go below half health, they will gain doom, which will increase the corruption of their die. Oh, they actually rolled pretty good this time. However, I want to reroll some of my die. I think. But it's not like we're going to get injured enough. We can get down there, and then we can start hitting them with all our die. And I should have used this one before, because it actually heals them 1. And both get healed 2. So, okay, slow start. But now we have most of our virtues available again. Okay, so here is a reroll, and this is a purify we can only use on ourselves. Okay, so now that we... okay, 2 is average, so that should be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna first use the 2 there. And then let's reroll these dice, because we know that this one we can reduce the negative effects. Instead of losing 2, we can just reduce it to 1. So now they're quite cheap. And... ooh, do we wanna go... Well, that's a big question. So they will deal 2 more damage now, because they trigger the outbreak, which gives them 2 which increases their corruption. But we should be fine, we're still above our health threshold. Alright. So hopefully we can finish it off now. We have this, so this is 3 times 2. It's a really nice start. Let's see here. This one we definitely want to reroll. I think 4 is about as good as we can get right now. Let's see. We have these 2. Okay, so we have enough. We just want better dice. We have 2 here as well. I need to remember that. Okay, so we have those 2. And then we can deal 3, reducing us below here again, which means we can use it once more. So you can use your virtues, your abilities here multiple times, as long as you can just get above and below constantly. So it's a lot to strategize about, to actually see what you can use where. Let's see here, there's a wave die here. And a basic purify with some extra draw dice, which seems nice. We have self-damage, and this one is 4 corruption, and we can't remove this one from the die. I think we take this one. What's this then? Okay, so we deal purification, and if they have wave, we also just have to draw a die and reduce wave. Okay, so this is a wave combo thing. Protection negates debuffs. Okay, it's interesting. And this is twin smash. Okay, so this is the same, which deals purification 2 times. Maybe you go with this one in that case. You can skip dice, but if you go here, you get 10 star shards every time. That's not a lot, but it can be a big difference in the end. Alright, so now we actually have a choice of where we're going before we get to the next fight. So we have some star shards here, and we could pick up 2 dice, just as we've done earlier if we go this path. This is just a random event, so we could get anything here. And then we have the Sentinel shop, where we can purchase like helpers for us. They are like extra units you can have, which will roll 1 die every time. So they can help you out a bit, so it's good to have them. But at the same time we have the Forge shop, where we can actually upgrade our dice, or create copies of them, or remove dice we no longer want. So I think that we take the random event and see what it is. Alright. You spotted what appears to be the ruins of an ancient building, and you think there might be something valuable there. Upon entering the ruins, you follow a path that leads to a large room with 3 pedestals arranged in the center. You see different objects upon each of them. Okay, so we have 3 different choices here. So we can sacrifice one of our hearts to gain 500 star shards, which is amazing actually. We could just gain 100 star shards. Or we could grab the mysterious box here and gain the Crimson Vault. Don't gain any star shards until you reach ground 0. Okay, so ground 0 is the 3rd chapter in the game. So if you pick this one, we won't get any star shards now, but we will gain 1500 star shards when we get to Act 3. Let's go with that one. So right after taking the item from the pedestal, you hear some gadget sounds from the other ones. You look for the other pedestals, but they're gone. The room begins to collapse. Despite these unforeseen events, you manage to get out of the ruins safely. Alright, so now we know that we will gain 1500 once we get to the 3rd act. Okay, so I think we should pick up a Sentinel that can help us out. Alright, so we have these 2 to pick between, or we could pay 50 to shuffle and gain new ones. So both of these has the ability that they will just deal 1 random purification to an enemy at the start of a turn. And they have very similar dice. The only difference is that one has a copycat, so you get to copy and roll a die from your hand. And this one is that you just get to choose a die face on one of your dice. Ooh. Maybe this one is better in that case, that you get to pick a dice face. So when you upgrade, you can upgrade them, which will increase their stats, and also their die will become better. So on the final level, we actually get a 50% chance to choose which one we get here. And here so you get to copy even more. So yeah, let's go the one with we get to choose a side. So now they have joined us in battle, so they can get defeated, but that's only temporarily, and they will be remade again after the battle, so we don't need to feel pressure that we must keep them alive or we will lose them. Alright, so now we get to actually pick which kind of fight we want. We could go with a normal battle, or we could go with a hard battle. The normal battle will just give us 50 star charge and a chest. So the tougher battle will give us 100 star charge and a chest and a star blessing. Star blessings are passive abilities up here that will just passively boost our hero in some other way. So we're definitely going for the harder battle, especially since we still have all of our health, all of our hearts are still here. Okay, so we actually... So we could go really deep if we wanted to. Okay, so what do you have? You have thick skin, so decrease purification by 1. They have thorns, so they will deal damage if we purify them. And after 3 turns they will gain 3 doom, which makes them much more dangerous. But they actually roll their worst side. Deal 3 corruption random target, okay. Alright, so let's see, we should just throw this one at the opponents, I think. Will actually be really nice to get down a little bit further so that you can trigger this one and just refresh everything. Alright, so we took damage there. Maybe we just use this. And the soul will refill everything for us, so we could just continue going. Alright, then we can use this die if we want. Oh, we should probably have rerolled. Yeah. Okay, so we can only use the reroll die if we actually reroll something. Which we can't right now, so that was a little bit of a fail by me, but we should be fine anyways. Yeah, so we actually dealt 15 damage the first turn. That was a really good turn. Ooh, okay, so this one we want to reroll. Let's see here. We could definitely just start with throwing some at them so we can unlock this reroll. You have 3 ones, okay, so it's not that bad. 3 corruption to a random target could actually hit our sentinel and knock it out, even though it doesn't do that much right now. Let's see if we can reroll that one then. Okay, they just got the same. Fine. So we heal up, and then we use this. Which means we take 3 damage, so we got this one back. So then we can heal up and gain 2 light shields. So when we deal these 2 attacks, the shields will take that. And we can heal everybody. I wonder... we could actually reroll this one again. We probably should. Okay, so now we know it's actually 3 damage to us. So I'm gonna shield up and deal 1 more damage there, which will protect us from some of the damage here. You can see, so we're down here now. Too bad it's a thick skin. Our sentinel doesn't do a lot. Okay, so now I actually get to deal double damage attack here. It should be definitely good enough to finish this fight. Alright, that felt pretty good, I think. Alright, so now we get star shards, we get some more dice, and we get a star blessing. Okay, what is this? Reduction. Decrease up to 2 dice from any target with any type of corruption to value 1. Oh. So this way we can use on both ourselves and our opponents if we want to. And then I have Serenity, which will increase all purification by 1 on the one you put it on. But I like in this one. This seems like a good both offensive and defensive toe for us. Right, shield boomerangs. Okay, so we can apply shield and return it to our draw pool instead. Instead of sending it to discard, it actually is returned to the pool so you can draw it again. Gain Empower, which is just increases the purification value on all of our dice. And this is probably a wave thing. Yeah, so you can discard a die to apply some wave to our enemies. Empower is nice to actually... Oh, now I know. We should probably run Empower, I just realized. Because we have picked up this one, which will deal 6 purification twice. So if we empower this one, we will empower it twice, because we will deal that damage twice. Okay, so let's go for some Empower and double striking if we can. Alright, so here's the Star Blessing. So we actually get to pick one of these 3 bonuses. So if we deal corruption to an enemy, we will receive 3 purification on ourselves, okay? Every 8 starter die we play deals 6 purification to all targets. Oh, wow, that's actually kinda strong. Whenever you set a deal corruption to an enemy, apply wave to that enemy. Okay, in that case, we're not going to apply a lot of corruption to them, we're mostly corrupting ourselves. So let's get the starter die bonus. So now we probably just wanna keep most of our starter dice. Okay, so we could. There's a forge in the middle. There's some more dice. These are always safe die. Okay, and we have some star shards, and we could also destroy 1 die from our pool. So I'm wondering which one we will actually remove in this case. I think we should just go with the star shards for now, and then go to the forge. So we can show off the forge. Okay, so here we can destroy a die. We can duplicate one of our die. And we can also insert new sides to some of our dice. Okay, there was I thought it was the double strike, but this is the wave bonus. Discard a die and deal 3 purification random enemy. Apply light shield to all targets, or just a big fat 10 purification. Okay, so we could either duplicate a die or add this one, so we can discard die to draw extra, or just to deal purification. Do we have anything here we want to duplicate though? Maybe. Yeah, sure. Let's duplicate our twin strike die, so we get 2 of them. Alright, so now we're starting to go all in on this double strike business. So hopefully we can get something nice from that. Okay, so this is the fountain you get to every time before the boss fight of the act. So you always have a chance to recover a heart. But we're full. So we could either pick up 100 star shards, or we could sacrifice one of our hearts to gain a star blessing. So we're going to definitely gamble a bit, even though it's not much of a gamble I think when we're full health. But we get 1 more of these for free. So every 8 safe die, refresh all your virtues. I don't think we have a lot of safe die right now. We get the wave. Okay, so increase purification dealt by safe die and starter die by 1. Okay, this is really nice. Increase the power of all of our starter dice multiple times here, so hopefully we can get something nice from this. Okay. Alright, so this is a boss. They start with the boost, so they draw 2 die. They roll. Okay, so they get multiple area effects here, which means our center is going to get knocked out the first turn. Wow. Let's see here. So they have Unholy Mist, which applies... it basically applies the Dark Shield. So it works like Light Shield, but blocks Purification instead. Alright, so I think... this is just my own hand, okay. But I wanna take some damage, first of all. There, so we can actually get down to the re-rolls. Because I wanna re-roll these 2. And hopefully... Okay, so now they deal 2 Corrupt and 1 Unholy Mist, which will be a Dark Shield at the start of our next turn. Which is perfectly fine. Okay, so now... Okay, we don't have anything right. Okay, so double strike there, and everybody gets healed too. And we'll take 4 damage to go down to our double strike, which is perfect actually. Okay, so they got some Dark Shields here, Shadow Mantles. And they just keep rolling this. Okay. But however, this time it's much easier for us since we could just heal everything too. But it kind of sucks that they once again rolled that. This is amazing though. We could just activate this first of all, so that we don't accidentally kill ourselves. Okay, so we make a double strike, we trigger that one. And we should probably just heal everything, like so. Alright, so now we need to defeat ourselves, probably. We could go down. Yeah, like so, and then we can make a double strike once more. And let's see here, we could probably re-roll these 2. Just to be sure. Okay, so this one we can use to reduce the number to 1. So now we will only deal 2 damage to both of us, so our Sentinel will survive 1 more turn. And I just wanna stay at low health, I'm pretty sure, because this one is until the end of enemy's turn. So we will survive the whole enemy turn now. Here we go. So we go down, but our Indigo Soul will protect us and actually heal us to fall again. So they deal damage and... Oh, I should sort of keep track. They actually dealt these to themselves as well. So they overcorrupted, which means they applied 2 extra Unholy Mist to us. Okay. But that shouldn't be much of a problem, I think. Oh, we even got the precision, so now we can just pick a side. Okay, do we actually have enough to just win this turn? Is the question. 4, 6, 7. Oh, this is only me. 7 and 9. This should be enough. Nice. And we got an achievement for defeating the Smoldering Beast. Alright, so that was the boss, so we get some Star Charge, we will gain a Sentinel, we will gain an Epic Die, and we will get a Black Hole Blessing, and we will recover all of our hearts. So at the end of every act you get back everything. Alright. So we have this one, which will heal us 1, and if we are full health, we will instead deal it to one of our... one Purification, yeah, for a random enemy. This one has, whenever it gains corruption, apply it 1 empower to it. But then it increases corruption received by 1 as well. Okay, interesting, and we probably need to look at the dice to see what they're doing. Okay, so this is basically wants to take damage. But this is kind of nice as a helper to actually reduce some of the self-damage we take. Or we could just pick someone that actually just heals everything instead. This is tricky actually. Both of these seems really nice. It's kind of nice to have gained some extra healing though. Yeah, let's go for that one. So now we have both of our slots for sentinels filled. Alright, so here's one of the epic dice, which looks amazing. It looks really crazy. Okay, so we have this one, which you just get to pick at the side, or some purify, and this is a huge amount of shields, which could be nice to have. But we also have this one, which is a forge. So forge dice means that every time you use this action, you get to forge the side into this was showing here. So this one could actually start upgrading all of our dice into area effect dice, which could actually be quite useful. So this is the first act, it's just done. I think I'm gonna pick this one. Alright, so now we get a black hole blessing, which is a strong thing, but we also get something negative. Oh wow, that's kind of crazy. I'll be back to that one. Okay, so increased purification received all time by 2, but also increased corruption received by 1. This could be quite nice with our double strike build. Okay, so this is draw 1 additional die per turn, but a random enemy will gain 1 thorn every battle. Which is not good if we dual striking. Okay, so this one is we will gain 3 empower to start our battle, so we will just deal 3 more damage with every attack. However, we will only have 1 heart for the rest of the run. Oh boy, this can get scary, but at the same time it's worth so much power for us. Or we could just go with this one. This is almost the same without the drawback. Alright, let's go for it. We're going down to 1 health now, but instead we're dealing 3 more damage with every attack. Alright, so now we're in chapter 2. So we will have a fight up here. And below here we just need to figure out which path to take. So we have some balance dice, times 2 here. We're 0 at Star Shard, so we should probably not go to the forge because we can't afford anything useful. So the question is, do we want to remove a die or do we just want to add some more balance die? I think we should add some dice. And the question is it better to maybe take the event or should we just go for the Star Shard? I think events are usually pretty good. Yeah. So you spot an abandoned center workshop. You can use the available resource to do some useful things. So we could gain a new sentinel, which would replace one of the ones we have. So let's not go with that one. We can loot sentinel scraps, so we just gain 100 star shards. So just with that, this was the better option. But you can also upgrade a sentinel. So I think in that we should probably upgrade. Okay, so you gain 1 more health and 1 more there. And you get 1 more. Oh, yours. Okay, you also gain more damage there with the purify. All dice from your hand with edge have corrupt to value 1. You know what? Let's go with the soothing one. It might be useful to have. You never know, since we only have a single health now. All right. Do we want to remove something? I think we're pretty happy with the dice we have so far. So let's see if we can pick up some useful balance die. Okay, what's this one? Empower increases your virtue's purification value as well for 2 turns. Okay, could be good. This is draw, and we also take damage. And this is reduce. I don't think we need this one. This one is quite interesting. what I was saying, we always start with 3 in power, so this would actually increase all of our virtues as well. So this is really nice for us. Shark payback for every time you receive corruption, not affected by empower though. And then wave die. Maybe pick up this one, but this feels just a way to self-damage yourself and then replace itself. And I don't think we have any dice which actually banishes from that. So I'm gonna skip picking up that to instead give us a better chance to actually draw the dice we have in our pool instead of polluting it even more. Okay, so what do we have here? We have one guy with Thorn, so we need to be careful around that one. And they also have Decay, which will actually fill up their over corruption meter by 1 every turn, but they have a big meter, so it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, this is a new symbol. Player Confused. 50% chance of dealing 2 Purification, or 50% chance of dealing 2 Corruption to you. Okay, so these guys are just random, I think. Yeah, they are just random if you're dealing good things or bad things. Same with this one, but just arrow effects. And this one adds a confused hex die. Okay, so there's some negative effects adds hex dice to your dice pool. So then you can draw these bad dice, which has some negative effects whenever you need to use them. And they also, what do they have? They have some Shadow Mantle as well. Okay, so they're mainly about throwing in some confused hex dice into our pool. Alright, now we need to figure out what we're going to do next. Let's see here, we have this one which will reduce some damage. This is an Empower, which seems nice to have. Alright, so which one do we want to get rid of first? I think this one is not that scary. This one is probably a little bit more scary. Or is it just this one we should hit? I mean, we could hit this one first of all and then get the unlock our rerolls immediately from the Thorn damage. Wait a minute. Okay. When purification is received from other disease. Alright, I have no idea what happened there actually. Oh right, there was this one. Okay, so this one actually just cancelled out everything, which means that we've yet to take damage again. Should we just damage ourselves just to get this started? So we can actually start rerolling some of our dice. We should probably. Shadow Method random enemy. Okay. You're all pretty average, you're all pretty average. Let's reroll your die in that case. Oh, we actually got the Empower. Nice, now we're up to 5 Empower. Okay, do we have enough to actually... Yeah, we should have enough. Okay, so if we take this one, we go now below. So now we can deal 2 to everyone. Okay, and we really need to heal ourselves. Back up a bit. And some damage there, and hopefully... Okay, woof. Alright, I've totally forgotten about the heal, but... Okay, so it actually healed us but damaged a lot of the others. Okay, interesting. It's actually different for every hit. Okay, but in that case we should probably be fine now, especially if we roll our 11 damage times 2. Well, that was easy, and just like that, we won the fight. Alright, so that's definitely where we want to get at some point. Okay, so this seems like a waves trigger. Yeah, so we're skipping on that. Alright, do we want more self-damage but with higher Reef Song? I think we definitely want another Reef Song. Given that we're likely to get more Empower somehow. Yes, negate debuffs could be useful. Purification to an enemy was wave, so that's not useful. And what's this? Gain 4 empower, but at the end of your turn gain 1 doom and decrease empower by 1. Okay, so we gain empowers temporarily, but then we will gain doom and decrease our empower. So doom means we take more corruption damage? No? We increase our corruption, our dice corruption value. Sure, let's go all in on the empower. Okay, so we could pick up 2 risky dice, or we could duplicate one of our dice. Interesting. Okay, so here we can pick up an... Oh, we can actually purchase an epic die, but we don't have that much money right now. This is a worse version of the shrine we get there. So we can't recover heart, but we can sacrifice heart, which we can't, or we can gain star charge. So if we just want star charge, we could gain 100 here, I think. And then we could pick up 50 more, or we could pick up some more dice. But I think it's probably good to duplicate. I wonder if we should duplicate this one actually. It seems like it would be really nice to more often get the soul die. Even though this one is also really useful. Oh, I just realized this is one of the dice we could remove probably. Which is not helping out in our build right now. Yeah, let's duplicate this one. They at least give us some better odds at gaining that soul. Okay, so we can't afford anything here. So the question is, do we just want 2 balanced dice or just 2 of every type? Of any type of die? Let's pick this one. Go with the middle one. See what we can get. Here's another Shark Strike. Forge waves. You can forge wave into one of the die, or we could get a twin smash. Okay, now I'm gonna grab the twin smash. Ooh, what's this one? Double your empower, or gain 1 if you have no. However, there is a dissolve life, which means that we will actually die if we will end up with this side. Yeah, let's not take that one. Even though it would be so amazing to actually gain the double. It feels kind of bad to actually have just an instant lose button like that. And we already have 21 dice, so we should probably avoid taking too many more dice, just to not dilute our deck too much with all the random stuff. Even though it's not random, I mean they're all working towards our strategy, but in the end we could end up with some really weird dice if we're unlucky. Okay, so we're just starting out with this one, which is amazing. And this one was also perfect. We can just choose one side. Alright, so you have boost, you have double the dice. Let's see what you have. You have just apply Shadow Mantle to everybody. And you throwing out madness dice to people. Alright. Okay, so you apply a lot of negative shields and just negative dice. So you're not dealing a lot of damage though. So this is like the damage dealer then. So you're adding plague dice. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to start with picking the side because I really want the number 4 side on this one. And then we can forge this one. So now it's a 7 purification to all targets. Which is amazing. Okay, we don't have anything negative. Well, let's start go ham on the opponents, I guess. So we will take 3 damage, which is totally fine. We're probably gonna defeat them anyways. Get healed back up, we take some damage. And they apply Shadow Mantle to everyone. So now everybody will take... Yeah, we first need to hit through the shield before we can get anywhere else. Okay. Okay, so we have this one, which we probably want to reroll. Okay, so we might as well use this one. Okay, so 7 is perfect number. I mean, it is a perfect number, but at the same time we have this one, which will deal 2 to everyone. Okay, so let's start with gaining... Gain 1 do decrease in power by 1, yeah, but we got 4, so now this one is up to 11. Okay, so let's see... Yeah, I was planning to take in some damage. And I just realized that... they had Shadow Mantle, I should have... Okay. Should have thought about that, and... Maybe we just kick ourselves then. Trigger this one. Alright, we need... Okay, or... We could just hit this one. And reroll. And reroll that one. Okay, so this is just 4 corruption we can give to someone. You can take 4 corruption, for example. Okay, so we want to be defeated this turn. Because that would actually refresh us. So that's just perfect, we're back to full. All of our virtues are up again. And now we can probably finish the fight. Oh, I saw the reef sign. Okay, so for 2 turns, these are actually affected by our empower now. So we could just deal 8 to everyone, like so, and then we deal 18 more damage there. Wow, okay. This is such a fun build actually. Shark Madness. Wow. This is a crazy die, actually, but we really need our downgrade things. I forgot this one, these sooth symbols to actually show up if you want to use that one. Okay, so we gain empower during the turn, it seems like. So we will gain it and then we'll lose it. It's kinda nice. Yeah, sure. Let's pick up the... Okay, what do we have here? Whenever you send a corruption to enemy, then receives 5 purification. And in return, all enemies receive 2 purification die in your hand. Okay, so if you're not using the die, we can just deal 2. Or you can shuffle your reward choices once. Sure, let's go with that one. The other ones wasn't that appealing. Okay, so now it's the build up for the end of Act 2 here. So we get to pick a random event. We should probably just head up here and remove one of our dice. And then when we get to next act, this one we will cash in for 1500 shards. Alright. Oh, we actually get to forge a third into one of our dice. Ooh, that's really nice. I wonder if we should put it on one of these dice. Yeah. This one we're not always using. 3 to yourself or 4 to any target. Let's remove all of those. And now this is a one side with a 30 on it. Okay, let's see. Some balance dice. more reef sawing, more shark strikes, or geyser uppercuts, or we can shuffle and just see if we get something different. I mean, this one is nice to just decrease all our bad symbols. However, I feel like we started to rotate away from that build and instead just focus on double striking. So let's skip that. Oh, what's this? Shark Rush. Deal corruption to any target 4 times. And then deals 3 purification to all enemies. Interesting. So this is definitely one way to trigger a lot of corruptions. You can deal a lot of corruption strikes to yourself to trigger all of your abilities, which actually uses that. Deal 2 purification to target, gain sharpened fin. When you gain 3 sharpened fin, gain 1 empower and lose all sharpened fin. Okay, so this is the slow way to build up. It doesn't say that it stays between fights, so this seems like a really slow way to actually start building up your empower. Huh. That's kind of weird. That is... seems not that you... Oh, what's this? Deal 2 purification to an enemy. Empower increases this action's purification value twice. Ooh, okay, that's definitely the one we want. But we also want the Twin Smash. Isn't the Twin Smash just better than this? Deal 2 purification enemy. Increase purification 2 times. And this also increased purification 2 times since we're doing it twice. Huh. Oh, okay, so this one is actually 3 times. Okay, so the number was actually better there. Let's go with the Twin Strike. Alright, I think we're picking up some really nice dice here. And I think we can remove this one. It's not that useful to us anymore. Alright, so we can't recover a heart, we can't sacrifice a heart, so the only thing we can do is just pick up 100 shards. But we can't even pick up any shards. I didn't even read this text, but I've been thinking that we've been in 0 star shards for quite some time, and we also didn't get any shards for skipping dice. Alright, let's see how it goes with the second boss now. So they have Fabricate Sentinels. So at the end of the turn, fabricate 2 corrupted sentinels. Okay, so they will also start using sentinels here then. And Agony. At the end of the turn, apply 1 doom. Okay, so they will just start building up their dooms even more and more, okay? Alright, so they have a really bad die, but they will start stacking up their doom. And we actually rolled the empower the first die, which is amazing. I think I'm just gonna strike myself. Start out by striking myself to actually unlock some of my abilities here. And then we can see if we can reroll some dice. I don't think it will get worse at least. Okay, so add empower. And deal a lot of damage. 5. And then everybody gets healed. And they will just deal 1 damage to us. Okay, let's see what kind of sentinels they're creating. Okay. Paralyzing Aura. You will draw 1 fewer die your next turn. Oh wow. That is really annoying. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we have 2. We could deal 2 to everyone. Should probably deal some damage to ourselves. Just to actually get a chance to reroll. In the worst case, we could always start healing ourselves. You have just a failed die, okay, that's nice. Okay, this one actually got worse. Well, that kind of sucked. Do we have... I think we have just enough to take down this one, right? Yeah. Okay, so we can just deal 2 to you, and then heal it back up, like so. Those are defeated. But we're not making a lot of progress on the boss, when they just keep stacking up their doom every turn. And now they will fabricate new sentinels. So you have silencing aura. And you have link hidden. Corrupt assembly will have hidden. Okay, so we can't see what they have drawn. So luckily this is not that bad of a die. Okay. This is kind of a crazy crazy hand to draw. Unfortunately. Okay, so during this turn all of these are active. Unfortunately, this one is blocking us. Okay, maybe you just need to play it safe then. Yeah, that was like a really bad run to have during that turn. Doom. Okay, weird. Okay, so it doesn't recreate. Alright, now we really need to start picking up the pace here. Okay, twin strike. Seems good. Okay, so we can deal damage there, and then with our 1 there we should unlock all of these again. Which is good, so that we can reroll those dice. Oh, fantastic, we actually rolled perfect on those. Okay, so we can deal 3 damage there twice, and then we can heal up everything, like so, and knock it out. And then we can deal... Ooh, okay, so we actually have some extra healing there, so we could go down, or we don't go down and everybody gets healed. Okay, I always forgot to look up there in the corner. It's so easy to forget. Okay, so we're starting to drop down a little bit on our empower. Okay, so their die are actually getting pretty big now. So hidden, and you have double the dice. Okay, so we got our forge die now, and a soothe, which we could probably use on this one. Okay. Oh, this one actually gives the boss a second. Oh. But this is active. Okay, so I wonder if we knock this one out, will it actually remove that die then? Is the question. Okay, so this one got better. Okay, so we have this one, so we can reduce this one down to 1 damage. Seems pretty nice. Can I forge? Okay, so I can't forge. I can only forge my own dice. But I think this is a pretty good forge. Yeah, it's up to 8 now. So we can't take enough damage to actually go below here, unfortunately. Steal 2 there, because that means this one will just defeat all of their opponents. Ah, I had 2 more there. And we can just reduce that one down to 1. The perfect defense against this boss. And we should be able to just finish this one off now. Alright, so silence is a bit annoying, and the paralyzing aura. Okay, let's hope we can draw something useful. Okay, well that kind of... Oh, we actually have a 5 here. Nice. Nice, new achievement. This is only my second run of this game, so I still have a lot of achievements to unlock. Okay, so we could grab a new sentinel if we want to replace one. Convert a die from your hand, and yeah, so you can convert a die to change the corrupt into purify of the same value. Or you could get a reroll helper actually. Or one that actually takes more damage by corrupting them. I think we actually pick up the reroller. They have the auto turret as well. So, and we replace this one because we barely use the soothing ability. Even though I think I upgraded it. Okay, so this one is already level 2. Oh, what's this? Okay, so the 3 purification that enemy X times X is the amount of corruption on your corruption meter. Oh, so the further down you are on the meter, the better it is. So you deal purification to enemy and to yourself. Interesting. It's a little bit worse than just in the regular area. Or it could just gain a light shield and it just keeps bouncing back. I wonder if we should just pick this one up. We are quite low. We could shuffle. We should shuffle because okay, so we empower or another twin smash. Ooh, I think it's the twin smash, but empower seems really nice. Especially if fights drag on, we could probably use some more ways to empower all of our dice. Yeah, that was a really tricky one. Alright, let's see what we get here. Draw additional die, but then we will apply Unholy Mist, which will gain a Shadow Mantle with block Purification on us. Draw an extra die, but then we start with 2 stuns, so we can't reroll dice for the next turns. And to increase purification received by enemies by 1, increase corruption received by enemies by 1. Okay, so this is just nice, I think. Even though we don't get to draw additional dice, which probably is... we don't have that many rerolls, but this can get real annoying though. But we have a lot of ways to heal ourselves. Or should we just reroll these? Let's reroll them and see what we get. Draw 2 additional dice. At start of each battle, apply 1 agony to a random enemy. Oh, that could get real bad real fast. Draw 2 additional dice per turn. You can only use 1 virtue per turn. That doesn't seem good to us. Draw 1 additional die per turn. At the start of each battle, apply obscure to all enemies. So you won't be able to see the over corruption meter. That should be fine. We haven't like interacted anything with the corruption meter so far. Alright, so now we finally got all of our star shards cashed in. So the question is, do we want to forge something or do we just want to massively upgrade all of our sentinels? Is there... Let's see here, there is another forge or an epic shop which you could probably go to. You should probably aim for the epic shop in that case. Sure, let's go to upgrade some of our sentinels. Shields, okay. Oh, this is just big numbers. Okay. Even more rerolls. Oh, I just remembered that we actually... Oh, good thing we didn't pick the reroll. I totally forgot that we actually picked up a reroll sentinel. Yeah, can upgrade that one. And let's do... You gain even more rerolls. I think this one is better than... We gain more auto damage as well. So 250 we can continue upgrading, right? Yeah. Sure. I guess now we have 750. I think we should save the rest of ours to just go to the epic shop there at the end and pick up a lot of good stuff. Alright, let's see if we can take a hard battle now. So this is the final act of the game, so if we can defeat the final boss, we have won the run. And hopefully our empowering dice will carry us through. Oh, okay, so we can just pick it. I wonder what side I will pick. So we can pick side on our opponents as well. Okay, so you add silence, you add stun, and you add paralyze. You actually rolled pretty good. Okay, so I think you're just gonna use this one and just pick the best one, like so. We have more rerolls though. Okay, so we can reroll that one. Might as well reroll that one. Okay, so 2 is perfectly fine, and this is 1 to everyone. Yeah. I think we're just gonna defeat one of these guys anyways. Oh right, they have Outbreaker, so they just increase corruption value. Well, one hit of this and you're done, so. Okay, and these guys have a lot of health now. I can take some damage. Do we want to try to reroll? This one is pretty good though. And we add 2 to everyone. Alright, yeah, I think we removed one of them the first turn, so I think we should be fine. Especially with all the extra damage we deal every turn. Oh, and we also got this one again. Okay, so we could forge. This is a 3. We could upgrade it to one of those. Or we could just start forging on this die, even though we probably want to reroll it. I think this is one of the die we want to get rid of now, if we can. Sure. Even though I might reroll that one. Let's reroll that one, and you did 3 corruption to yourself. Okay, that's fine by me. Okay, it just got Sooth again. Well, damage there. 6 damage to everyone. And 2 damage there. Oh, this is just my hands, right? So now you deal 5 to yourself. Okay. I mean, I think we should be pretty fine. We're at full health anyways. So even though they over-corrupt, they will just deal 3 damage to us. Which is nothing at all to us. Oh, I saw a really big number there. Which one had it? This one. Let's see if we can just roll the big number. Ah, that's kind of unlucky actually. But we can do the Reef Song. And then we can hit ourselves down. And that way we can deal a lot of damage with just our virtues. Perfect. Oh, what's this? Frenzy. You will deal double purification and double corruption next turn. That is actually kind of funny title. Let's see here. This is the one. Every time you receive corruption during this battle, deal 2 purification and target. Okay. Here's another one with temporary increase. I think we're just gonna skip that one. Draw 2 balanced dice. Okay, so we have 5 balanced dice. This is a balanced one. Twin Strike, Reef Songs. What else is there? Isn't the green one the balanced ones, or am I missing something? These are 2 balanced ones, right? And this is a 3rd balanced one. Oh, this is about... These are the 2 balanced ones, okay. And Purification, an enemy for each die that you have in your dice pool that contains shark in its name. And too bad it doesn't say how many shark dice we actually have. Let's reroll. Let's grab one more of these curses. I'm not sure how many of these we want though. Ooh, okay, so start a battle. We gain 1 in power for every 6 risky die we have in our dice pool. We have 8, so it actually says here, but we will gain 1 in power from this. So that is perfect. So now we will start with 4 in power. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe I just want to remove some die. Yeah, let's go up here. Unless we find something really good for our strategy, we're probably just gonna be skipping now a lot. We can forge some more area. What's this? Purification with 1 additional purify for each wave they have. Okay. Ah, here we have one which deals 2 purification enemy, but in power is 3 times or 4 times as strong in this one. Yeah, let's pick that one up. And we want to remove some dice. Okay, so there's some safe die here. I don't see anything useful. Discard dice. No, we don't want to do that. Gain serenity. Player serenity. Okay, so this is just we receiving some. Gain 1 in power and draw a die. That would actually be kind of good. Because it would just gain a new die. Yeah, we're skipping though. I really want to focus on the best dice we have. So the soothing one is gone now. And time for another horror battle. Oh, here's another shark guy. A different kind of shark though. Okay, so this fight I've actually seen before. It's kind of an interesting one. So this boss is, or this enemy is automatically defeated in 4 turns. However, they start with Doom, 26 Doom every turn, and every time you purify them, you instead of decreasing their health, you decrease their Doom. And also, if you overcorrupt them, they will actually purify all of us. So it's kind of interesting one. Okay, this is definitely something we want to do. It would have been actually really nice if we had some better ways to damage ourselves. Okay, so what do you have? Play dazed. With any type purify corrupt, have those actions changed into random purify and random corrupt actions. Okay. Okay, still just 1 damage to ourselves. Unfortunately. But still, this is 9. Yes, we basically just need to reduce it to 0, so we don't take any damage when it strikes. So now it's back to 26, and we have 3 more turns to go. So it's really nice that these deal 6, so we only need 20 every turn. Okay. I'm not sure if we want to activate more of these, because they will start actually stacking and reduce our empower even further, faster. Oh yeah, that was 36. Okay, we actually damaged ourselves. Which is 5. Oh, okay, this one we must play. Yeah, and then I just heal myself and save my virtues for next round. Yeah, this is an easy fight for us, I feel. I didn't even need to use most of my stuff. Oh, I actually pulled through the 35. Oh, that was an easy way to win that one. Alright. And let's go with the last round. Can we pull up 20 more damage? Think so. Let's see what we get from these dice. That's a lot of self damage though, but nice, like so. We could actually just add a corruption there, I think. Yeah, it doesn't even gain any doom from it. So it just purifies everyone. Okay. Nice. And now it will disappear after it's attacked. Alright. Well, that was probably the easiest fight so far, I think. And that was supposed to be a tough battle. Okay, so that's multi-strike yourself. Oh, what's this? Refresh your virtues. Oh, that is actually kind of interesting. You know what? Let's add that one to the deck. And incorruptible, blocks or corruption for a turn. Yeah, skip. Alright, what kind of star blessing do we get then? Every 3 times you deal purification, apply light shield to random targets. Could be good. If you reroll enemy die, they will receive 3 purification, and every 5 turn get incorruptible. I think this one is actually good if you deal double strikes. Because that will trigger twice every time. Okay, we'll definitely head straight up there and also get to destroy a die on the way up there. Seems nice. Oh, should we pick up one more of these? I mean, this is a lot of damage. It was 36 damage last time. And reshuffle them. Let's see. Yeah, probably a skip. We need to keep the number of dice low in our... I wonder if it's time to actually start removing some of our starter dice. I'm just gonna check to see if there's anything else which doesn't really seem to fit with our build. I guess we could remove the forge die right now. It doesn't really... It doesn't get a lot from it right now. They might... Let's just remove one of these. The one without any forge upgrades. And let's see what we can purchase here. Alright, so we can purchase star blessings. So this is the wave one, and this is one for balanced die. Every 8 balanced die you play, draw a safe die or risky die. Okay. And purify and also draw an extra die, which could be really nice. I think we reroll this to see if we can get something better. Anchor push. This is just a good one, I think. I'll reroll those as well. So, really bad stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, a little bit disappointed now that we had so much star shards. We should have probably just upgraded our sentinels to maximum. We had so much star shards over. Alright, so this is the final boss of the run. So you start with Hollow Skin, which will negate 1 buff. Okay, so they have a huge amount here on their corruption meter. However, their over corruption will deal 6 corruption to us, and then they will deal 1 more with this ability next time. So we can take it once if it's full health, unless we have shields. So we need to make sure we actually get shields this fight. Okay, we roll 2 of these. And they have a lot of things that apply ruin, which means you will take corruption at the start of every turn. So hopefully you can avoid that. Okay, let's reroll this one, I think. Alright, so this is really nice. To actually enable that one, and now we're up to quite a lot of purification already. So this is self-ruin. Apply decay, okay. I think we are just starting to hit them really hard, I guess. And I don't want to stack anymore because it would also start reducing this faster. Okay, so they have a lot of ruin, so they will... Oh, we actually pulled our 36. That is amazing. Okay, so in that case we... it would have been nice to actually reduce our own health a little bit. To enable us to actually use some of these. Okay, so we have a 1 reroll. I wonder if we just use this one. Okay, that is better. Unfortunately not what I was hoping for. I wonder if you can reroll one of these at least. This is actually the worst die they could have rolled. So unfortunately 36, heal everything. We should probably upgrade something with that one. We were dealing a lot of damage though. It's just the scary part is that they have a lot of corruption. And if it actually strikes us, we might die just from that. Okay, 5 self-damage seems amazing at this point actually. Because then we go down here and we can empower and we can empower. So now we deal 22 with that, 10 with that. Okay, so we deal 3 corruption to me and 3 corruption to themselves. The corruption meter is starting to get out of hand actually. But we have 2 shields here. I wonder if I should just reroll both of these. Alright. Okay, so now we take 3 damage from that. This die is actually quite useful for us. You can apply some extra light shield. Like so, and so, and so. 3 times you deal purification. Wonder if we should just reroll both of these again. Okay, I think that is fine. Okay, so let's hope we can actually survive this attack now. I'm not sure if they're going to overcorrupt or not. I think we're fine. Alright, okay, we actually made it through. Then I think we should be able to finish this one off now. Yeah. So we could deal 5 damage to ourselves if we wanted to. Which would enable all of our abilities, which I think would be enough for us to actually finish this. Alright, so I was just double checking to see that I didn't miss anything. And that should be enough. Alright. Corruption is purified. And we have won the game. Nice. That was actually that was a fun build to build actually. Win a round without losing hearts during battle, sacrificing a heart. Oh right, yeah, we never... Wait, what? Did we sacrifice to get a star blessing at one point? Anyways, We got 2,560 points from that score. Alright, so whenever you clear a run, you get experience, which is equal to the score run. So now we'll gain level 1, which will unlock new stuff in the game. So some new... Alright, so now the character can actually start the run with some of these. And we continue, we will level up again. So at level 2, what do we get? New dice action, blessings as well, that will appear now from now on. And we also unlocked a new character to play as. Okay, so let's see, is this enough to actually level us up to level 3? No, okay, we need 2,000, okay, that was pretty far off. And we unlocked the next level, so you can add additional anomalies to make the game harder. So this was just the basic level of the game, so to say. But yeah, that's Astrea, the 6-sided oracles. Oh, this is so well made, I think. And so many ways you can use your dice, especially since they allow you to use them both on yourself or the opponent. Makes it so flexible, even just to compensate for that you have different side you can roll every time. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this episode. I mean, I usually play Heroes or similar games like that, but I hope this is enough strategy for you guys to enjoy anyways. I've had a blast anyways, so I'm happy. But if you enjoyed this episode, at least you could leave a like, subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of these games. Well, my usual Heroes playthrough will continue to run on, even though I'm posting this. But if you guys want to see more of this, I'm definitely up for showing off more of this game. I think it's fantastic, and even if people don't want to see more of this, I'm probably just gonna continue playing it on my own spare time, no matter what. So yeah, that's it for this episode. So until the next episode, have a good one. See ya.